Okay. There we go. Looks like we're live. Let me send out the pings. The pings and the pongs. There we go. This is gonna be a weird one to stream, just cause like I'm used to doing more actiony stuff like Dead Space. This is gonna be very, very casual, and also most of the story is kind of read to us by voice acting. So I don't know what I'll do. Really, it'll be a lot of twiddling my thumbs and/or talking to chat whenever chat shows up. But yes, I've already done a playthrough of Slay the Princess on my own, and it's a really good story. The weakest part for me was the ending, actually. But to be fair, I did like my first playthrough was a pretty blind playthrough, so I really didn't chase anything specific. And I think this stream and this like run through is going to be a little bit of hunting for stuff. So we might be going for possibly different endings. I'm not gonna rush it though. I'm gonna definitely like make a lot of saves and kind of go through the story as it flows. But we'll definitely try and maybe nail down a few things. And who knows, this might be like a long series because I'll like get through one run and then it's like, all right, time to do like try and get this ending, and I'll like just kind of play through the whole experience because I'm sure that each playthrough will find new princesses. Spoiler alert, by the way, everything you do activates a new princess. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how long this runs for. This could be my new solo series until I finally think I'm done with it. Or this might only go a couple streams and then we swap to like something more action-y. We'll have to wait and see, I guess, how I'm feeling afterwards. But I think this could be fun. I think it'd be good. But yeah, we'll go ahead and just get started here, giving everyone a few minutes to hop on in. And I can go ahead and close my internet browser. I can close... What else can I close? I'm spacing out here. What programs on my computer can I turn off? Yeah, no. They all know if I'm streaming or not. They all know. There we go. Okay. I probably don't actually need to turn off many programs for this, considering that Slay the Princess really doesn't like take up much effort or power on a computer. It's a visual novel game. Not a whole lot here going on. It's pretty straightforward, visually speaking. But we'll have to wait and see. And of course, content warning. Oop, my mouse froze? Okay, my mouse is there. Are we good, chat? I think we're good, chat. Just a content warning, this is a horror game and is not intended for all audiences. Please visit our website if you need a list of specific content warnings. I don't really think there's flashing images. There's gore. There's a lot of gore. So if you don't like gore, then this might not be your cup of tea. Slay the Princess contains flickering image effects as well as a parallax effect that on rare occasions has caused motion sickness in players. It hasn't for me. I went through a whole run. Nothing like that happened to me, but I'm sure someone else out there. And if either these effects cause health issues for you, you can disable them in the game's preferences. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. The Pristine Cut. I never actually played before the Pristine Cut. I can't remember who introduced this to me. I think either Hunter or Ida introduced me to this one. And I looked it up on Steam and I was like, oh, that's cute. Like, it's a visual novel, like, whatever. And then, I think it was either on sale or, like, I finally did... Unfortunately for me, nowadays with how many games are out there, I can't just trust a full like blind purchase, so I had to do a little bit of digging into this one just to like get an idea of like what I'm actually getting in for, and that's how I got sold. I'm like, okay, I'll give this a shot, and it's probably one of the only visual novels in like years that I've actually played and enjoyed, because like I don't know, I'm so used to to visual novels that are really just a straightforward, like, hit the go button until story over. Whereas this actually seems to have a lot more interaction behind it, and it's a lot more interesting in that regard. How's the audio, chat? Because I have everything to max, but it's pretty fucking quiet. I'm kind of turning up the audio on like my headset, see if like that way I can just hear it better myself. Yeah, because I'm here by myself, so I can just like turn the volume as loud as I need. I can deafen myself with the beauty of the soundtrack. Okay, that sounds alright. Yeah, we'll just keep everything on. It's fine. Yeah. Audio sound good, chat? Audio good? I could just tab out and check the stream myself, honestly. Yeah, because I can tab out, but it's still on screen. That's handy. Audio seems fine. Oh, okay. Good, good, good. We'll just go ahead and roll with it then. And then, yes, again, I have clearly played this. As you can see, I have 6 tabs of saves for this game. Because it's pretty good. It's pretty fucking good. Oh, thank God, it keeps going. How many pages of saves are there? Okay, there's a lot of save pages. Good evening, Hyena. Okay, we have a lot of save pages, or loaded pages, so I can actually spam save to Kingdom Come and be just fine. What I'll probably do then is I will save after this. Maybe let's start on page 7. Page 7 and on will be stream chapters. And so we'll do an actual proper new game. And then, like I might have said before, I don't know if anyone was there to hear it, I've already done my own playthrough off stream to actually experience the game. Gonna dip in a bit for dinner, but I'll be back after. No problem, Hyena. I've already done a playthrough of this game on my own time, and I really enjoyed it. I think the weakest part for me was the ending, because it was very abrupt. But to be fair, I wasn't going for a specific ending, because there are multiple different endings you can get in this game. So I kind of got like a more generic happy ending kind of thing. It also felt just very abrupt after like this very interesting journey through all these different like perceptions. Haha. So I think for stream, I'm gonna slightly try and go for more specific endings, but I'm not gonna like have a walkthrough up, if that makes sense. So who knows? I could be completely screwing myself over here, or maybe I'm on the right track. Oh, Jesus. I didn't know that did that. I didn't know that did that. Sweet Christ. Game, let me finish talking. Calm down. Yeah, so for these runs, I'm gonna try and go for more specific endings, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, scary, who? Because I'm gonna try and go for like a gooder ending, which apparently is like you have to start. Is it the princess that was slain? It is, in fact, multiple times even. I'm gonna try and go for one of the better endings, which I guess is where you start the game by getting the stranger. But then I also kind of want to do another playthrough sometime, maybe after the first one, where I want to go full murder princess mode, because I've seen in my personal run off stream, I saw that a couple of the princesses that I had slain, or dealt with, they had like a more red tinted dialogue to them, but only 2 of my 5 did. So I'm like, okay, there's certain princesses that have like this more "I've defeated you at every turn" kind of dialogue retort you can have with them. So I want to see what that's about, but for this first one, I'm going to go to the stranger and then kind of see where it spirals from there. If anyone has wants to hint or suggest the princesses I need for certain endings, you're free to try and hint at things. Just, I don't want to just read a full walkthrough though. You can also tell me though if I fucked it up, because then I can reload the save and try again and just keep having fun, attempting the cycle, so to speak. But we'll go ahead and start. We're gonna start right now with a brand new game. In 3, 2, 1. Chapter 1: The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Now, it's so funny. I've already played through this, and my brain's like, I don't have to do any of these questions, but I'm also like, but has Stream seen it? So it's like, I could probably play through a couple of them just for funsies. I mean, killing a princess seems kind of bad, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
That's another thing. I want to do a lot of dialogues because the narrator's voice is just flawless. I could listen to this man narrate me having breakfast in the morning and I would be so happy. I've never seen stuff of this game, so everything is new to me. Oh, Hyena, you are in for a treat. You're gonna love this. Oh, and then I hope it sounded good to you guys, like the narrator came clear to you. Have you considered have you considered maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Maybe I'm a little soon, I don't know.
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
Says you.
I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Surely. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
Okay.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Yeah, Hyena, the dialogue is peak. If anything, alright, okay, no problem, Hyena. Hot take to those who are watching, though. I kind of think the narrator's voice acting is a lot better than the princess's. Not that the princess sounds bad, she sounds fine. But I think she could have, done a little more punch or oomph for all her different variations. She sounds very samey in all of them, and so I sometimes get this vibe of she's just sort of trying to read the text prompt but try to put a bit of a sultry princess tone to it, which is fine, but I'll admit I'm more excited to hear my narrator talk to me than I am the princess. So that's just my little hot take of I think the narrator sounds better. Yeah. And that's my whole take. Do I get a reward? Or hold a second. Okay, I can't turn around and leave still. Do I get a... Forget it, I'm not doing this.
Are you serious? No, you have to do it.
No, I don't. Are you serious? Can't someone else do it?
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't.
Well, I'm gonna turn around and leave. I'm not going to the cabin, because this is how we go for a specific plan, chap.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Into the woods. Yes, I definitely know where I'm going. Nope. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. The cabin. I am not going to the cabin. Like I said, I'm pretty okay with the world ending. I relish the coming of a new dawn beyond. I love that one. That's so, I guess, poetic-ish. phone keeps beeping. I'm gonna destroy my phone. I'm gonna eat it. Alright, phone, stop it. Phone, stop it. It's like I said, I'm pretty okay with the world ending. I relish the coming of a new dawn beyond our own.
There won't be a new dawn if the world ends. There'll just be nothing forever.
Says you.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Got it.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Turn around, parentheses again, and leave, parentheses again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
No.
It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Listen, Narrator, you don't get it. I know how to get, I know what I'm doing. Partially. You're not emotionally blackmailing me into this. Good, maybe everyone should die. It's what they get for dumping the woods and asking me to kill someone for them. I don't care. I'm not killing a princess. I don't know if these dialogue choices matter really. It's more just fluff and flair for like dialogue purposes. I could be super wrong though, because this game really makes it feel like every dialogue has some point to it. So I don't know. I'm gonna go with maybe everyone should. It's what they get for dumping me in the woods and ask me to kill someone for them.
When I said everyone, I meant everyone. That's a pretty large group to just condemn to death over a single princess. And last I checked, you're part of everyone too. So if you think about it, walking up to that cabin and slaying her is really in your best interests as well.
He's so full of logic.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Oh yeah, well I guess I start walking in a different direction again. In fact, I'm gonna just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
I hate when the audio, like the music stops. The music is so nice, and it's so calm that it's like just a nice kind of hum in the background, that when it stops, you're like, oh no.
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen.
Normal.
At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar
Normal.
wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
No, it's still a trick of light, it's fine.
In every
It's not fine when we're
direction,
chatting.
there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
But I don't want it.
Wait, what's going on?
I don't know, man.
You're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many
Several.
paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world. You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
The end, chat. It was a good one. It was a good run. Chapter 2, The Stranger. Man, it feels a little...
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I feel just a little bad. Like I've technically already experienced The Stranger, so I kind of know what I'm doing here. But it's kind of fun to re-experience it, even if I've already experienced it. Just trying to hopefully not phone it in too much. I'm like, oh my god.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. No. You weren't kidding. She had the end of the world last time, didn't she? What the hell is she?
Last I checked, there wasn't any last time. We've just met, you and I. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience.
He's like a captive audience. Like my captive audience right here. You're real and not in my head.
The entire world ending wasn't enough to get rid of us. I don't think there's much he can do other than object. I wonder what else we can do to ruin his day.
I hope a lot. I love making the narrator mad.
If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet, and you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Meh. Narrator has a No, but the problem is, I guess the narrator is actually not us. Now that I've beat the game, I know that. He's technically not us. But he's, like, inhabiting us? Question mark? Or he's just here. Fun fact! Oh god, fun fact. Fun fact. Fun facts. Ooh. Did you know, fun fact, that Alright, hold on, chat. I'm gonna cheat. I have to cheat. I don't know. I don't have a fun fact set up right now. I don't know what a fun fact is. I don't have a fun fact. Hold on a second. I have 15,000 points. I could redeem all in Blitz fun facts. Hold on a second. Did you know that penicillin was invented in 1928? Another fun fact, it was invented by Alexander Fleming. There's your 2 fun facts, you little shit. Oh dear. Alright, those walls weren't here last time. You can't just force me to go to the cabin.
What are you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there.
Always
It
been
makes
there.
sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess.
And that would have been bad. Yeah, I'm going to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar.
Maybe. Who knows?
Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it.
You're so right though, narrator, even though I know you're full of shit.
Let's keep an open mind. The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across
love
what's
that.
almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway?
So true, voice in my head.
No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that, but when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her.
Okay, the audio is like a little. I swear there's a little bit of like 3D audio or something going on. There's a little fucking like someone's shaking a maraca. Like, hold on. That maraca sound. It goes off right on the back of my right ear. Let's do it again. Now it's not doing it. Now I just look insane.
Oh, you've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together.
Am I though?
Just ignore the stressful geometry.
The stressful yeah, the geometry.
How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird.
Again, so full of wisdom, this crazy man.
What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard.
For real, though, that's the most powerful thing you can do against any fucking elder god. Like, Cthulhu being like, oh, the world you see isn't real. Okay, it's not real. Like, just roll with it. What are they supposed to do? Make you panic? How? The biggest superpower any human being can have is just to go, alright, neat. The floor is made of jello.
Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
What if I don't wanna? What if I savor it here because I don't know? I hope I haven't already fucked it up. I don't think I have. Because, again, if I go for the stranger first, that apparently can lead to a better ending than I got before. And again, my before for you, if you just hopped into the stream, I've done a playthrough of this blind by myself and got like a pretty generic but decent ending. So now I'm trying to go for more specific endings, and one of the more specific endings requires going to this princess first. So, I'm going to... Well, first, of course, I should approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your
Look at my
hand
dope-ass
against the cabin
hand.
wall.
Don't burn
You know how
hand.
ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
And now we will, I'm gonna assume I don't take the blade. I'm gonna just enter the basement.
The door to the basement
Hello.
creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odor that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby.
Oh, he's like a baby.
I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. We don't even have a weapon.
Be fine.
But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Hell yeah. Take the harsh stairs to the left, take the center, take the soft stairs to the right. Which, now these two kind of make sense. Kiki, you're the one that told me about doing this first to get the better ending. Do the stairs matter? I'm gonna assume they don't. I'm gonna assume they probably don't. The more important thing is going to be interacting with the princess and getting all the schisms. And yes, chat, we will wait for Kiki to respond. So Kiki, you better be paying attention. If you aren't, we can all call you out. We'll all start pinging you, spamming you. No pressure. I'll also go ahead and look it up myself here real quick. I didn't want to do too much walkthrough stuff, but I just am slightly paranoid. I could also just save. I can save Scummit. I have the power of saving. That way I don't actually have to like look up a walkthrough in the midst of play. Yeah, I will just save. I'll save Scum. Boop. And we will take the center stairs.
You step onto the center staircase. Paths wind out around you in all directions, each step branching into its own staircases, which branch into their own staircases, and so on. You aren't quite sure if yours is taking you up or down, but at the very least, it's taking you somewhere.
That's good at least.
You concentrate on where you are, careful not to stray onto any of the many splitting branches that tempt you on all sides. You wouldn't want to have to backtrack to yours once you'd made a decision that took you someplace else. And so you take one careful, focused step after another. 1 foot down, another foot down, another after that. You lose yourself in following the correct pattern, in following what looks to be the true path, the one that cuts straight down, or up, or maybe sideways. But no matter the direction it goes, it certainly is the most true path. You know that much.
Well, that's good at least. Oh, here we go.
You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Can I help you?
Hi!
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was the trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways.
Alright, well, whatever that was.
The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass. We remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
The most normal thing after all that shit that just happened. I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was here. What's it? Getting down here was weird, like I was pulled apart and put back together again. Do you know what happened? Right? From all I know, you're locked on for a reason. Became a threat to the world. I was sent to slave. Getting down here was weird. I was pulled apart, put back together again. Do you know what happened to me?
I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you?
Eh, fair enough. That's fair.
We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another.
It begins.
We can do that?
We can do that.
I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back?
Can we put it back?
You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time? Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in another reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here and you need to do it now. Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
You only trying to free her. I don't know what you are, but I can't trust. Oh, I love that. Love this one. For all I know, you locked him down for a reason. Do you know why you're down here?
Is this a quiz? If you're here, then surely you know why I'm here.
Yeah.
But you know, right? You have to know. You're the only other person I've ever seen. Or at least the only one I can remember. Don't give me false hope. Please just end this already. One way or another, just do it. Don't be coy. We both know why I'm locked away here. I'm a monster. And the second I get out of this place, I'm going to end the entire world.
Hooray!
I don't think we're going to be able to put her back.
You're right. Probably not.
Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her. It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
Says you. Okay, now I'm curious. There's 3 here, and there's 3 her. Do I do that dialogue now, or do I have to split her all the way to the bone, so to speak? I'm gonna save again out of paranoia. I'm just gonna keep making saves, baby. Just spam them saves. If I let you out here, what are you gonna do?
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful. What do you want me to say? That I'd be a good person?
Maybe, if you want.
Besides, you already know what I'm going to do.
No, I don't.
If you want to put an end to me, then put an end to me.
Not a single real answer. At least aside from Miss Blood and Destruction, it's infuriating, isn't it? Whose buttons are there for us to press? Whose skin is there for us to get under? Not exactly how I'd put it, but I don't disagree. There must be something we can do. Asking questions just seems to make things worse. Okay, this was fun for a bit, but we can't even really interact with her, can we? What's the point of asking questions if all we're going to get is a million answers? Can't even follow what's going on anymore. We need to get out of here. This whole place is making me itch.
What's your name?
Princess. You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really. It doesn't matter. I've been down here for so long. What's the point of a name if there's no one around to use it? No, I don't need a name.
My name is whatever hushed whispers follow in the wake of my devastation.
You know what? That's fair enough.
None of them have names. How astute. I told you she was untrustworthy.
Oh, that didn't make a...
There must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago. I don't feel like I've gotten any bigger. It must be fear creeping into your heart.
You know you can't stop me.
There we go.
Not that there's much I can do while chained up like this, but I'm the only one down here. So if you need anything, I'll do my best.
She fractures again.
I don't like where this is going.
It's fine.
Neither do I, which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are. How would we even do that? Where would we start? We'd always start by retrieving the blade. Can we even leave this place? I don't like thinking about what might happen to us if we have to go back through those stairs. Well, that's where the blade is. If you want it, you'll have to go and get it. This is reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath and focus up. You can do this. But how do we decide what to do? Can there even be a right choice when all of them are so different? Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been the one option, and that option is slaying her.
I don't know about that.
Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it, if that's what you want. This place is hell, and it's only getting worse.
And yep, I'm left with my one option. I'm getting you out of here. Try and free her. I don't know what you are, but I can't trust you. I can't trust anything here. Leave her in the basement. Retrieve the blade. I'm doing all three at once, chat.
Wait, that's not right.
That's not right.
Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish.
I love that dialogue. You find the blade on your hand. All at once, you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone. Like, what?
Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess.
I love the bored one, just right there in the corner, like zero fucks given. That one does not care. That one's ready to fight. That one seems to enjoy being stabbed, and that one is getting freed, and then that one's being abandoned.
But this...
Here
we
goes.
can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart. I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
We should help her. I think we did this.
Welcome back, Hyena. You just came back. I wonder how much you miss. What great timing.
How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences.
When will you learn that your actions have consequences?
It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
It's okay, I'll do this. I don't think you're supposed to be fixed. No. You just destroyed everything. I'm not going to fix you. I'm... Oh, I... It's being a bad trip right now. Yeah, I'm real sorry about that. I'll do my best. But you don't know if she had the chance to hear you reply. She's gone, replaced with something else.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
The narrator is gone. I finish eating my veggies and chicken. I come back to the amalgamation. Dude. So, Slay the Princess is probably one of the best games to be like, oh, alright, like, it's just a visual novel, go to a cabin, whatever. You get up, you walk away, you come back to that. It's just like the most horrifying meat puppet on screen, like, the narrator's gone.
He is. Does that mean the world ended?
I'm so lost. Okay. Foolish fool. Kiki, by the way, can you look real quick if I'm doing things right to get, like, the better ending, Kiki? Can you just, like, double check for me real quick while I, like, talk to Hyena? Yeah, Hyena. So, for context for you, Hyena, and anyone who just joined in, the whole kind of, like, plot synopsis of the game is that we're going to deal with the princess a number of times, and the princesses we get kind of determine the ending we get. And so it's very weird and interesting in that regard. And what you missed, Hyena, was that for this princess, who's the stranger, I chose not to go to the cabin. So the narrator's telling me, oh, there's a cabin up in the woods. You need to go there and slay the princess. And I said, no, I'm going to walk in the woods. Fuck that. And that kind of spiraled into the world ending because I refused to go and do my job. And then I ended up in chapter 2, The Stranger, and basically created that amalgamation. But it's for important story purposes, important ending purposes. Kiki, do you have anything for us?
What are we supposed to do now?
I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. No, don't do that.
There's nothing else to do, so...
I'm begging you, don't do this.
Yes, it's important you do this ending first and do the same ending lines you did last time at the end. Okay, so then at the end game, I have to drag it out and get the hero to... Okay, got it. Got it. So now at this point, Kiki, can I just kind of like play around and do whatever princess I want? In which case, you, my wonderful chat, get to vote on what we do. So pay attention. That's right, I'm demanding you all pay attention. And I guess, I think what we'll probably try and keep it to keep it nice and general, is that I'll only have you guys kind of vote in the first chapter, and then I'll let it play out from there. I swear, like, every single British YouTuber I watch sounds exactly like this narrator. They've all got a bit of that accent, don't they? Yeah, but basically at the beginning of chapter 1, I'll ask you guys if we want to go in trying to help her or trying to kill her. And then from there, I will play it out. So you guys just have the general choice of, like, let's be nice, let's be mean, and then we'll spiral from there. Unless there's, like, more specific princess supposed to get, but I don't think there is. Don't know. We'll find out. I'm waving my arms around. Sounds good. I'll be your uninformed swing state. That's exactly what I want you to be, and I want all of you to do that. Alright, the mirror scared you before. Ignore him. You approach the /J. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone. but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you! That's us, chat! Aren't we beautiful? I think we're the handsomest creature alive, personally. You're alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Let's go to the cabin. Why not bird? Look, guys, it's the cabin. We're at the cabin. Let's approach the cabin.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
We belong in a skincare beauty commercial. Look at that stunning face. This game was a good option. This is a good choice. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
That's not an answer. What do you think I am? I don't know what I am. I don't know what I am, frankly.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Oh, now that I've played this game before, that actually makes a lot of sense. Oh, that makes so much more sense now. The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. These ones are a contradiction. A winding kaleidoscope of paths and wall. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. I am sorry that you met this vessel so early in your journey, but they will make for a rich and vibrant heart.
I'm sorry that you met this vessel so early in your journey. Sorry you had the freaky amalgamation, like, right off the bat. That wasn't our intention, but, you know, that'll be pretty good. You know, this is that. I wish I could, like, start a poll. But, like, I don't have a poll option. Followers only chat, slow mode. Readable comments, animated emotes. Yeah, I wish I could just do a poll on, like, my phone, but I don't think I can. That's alright, it's fine.
Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
That's a fair point. Big brain on you. Real big wrinkly brain. Not many folks at the moment. Simple response may work. Yeah, that's true, Dago. Are you what's next? Are you a trap here? Do you know about the worlds beyond this place? Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Cool. It went from, hey, so we're playing the solo game, to delicious dinner and watching End of Wheel of Fortune, to what the fuck is that on my screen? I think this is one of the best and worst games to, like, to get out of context, Hyena, because there's so much shit in this game. It's insane. You're always the princess, or are you just making her... But were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles.
Uh.
Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
I mean, sometimes. Are you what sent me to slay the princess, or are you what do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Cool.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Frankly, it's more fun not knowing. Honestly, I could see the appeal to that. Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Neat. Whatever that means, what happens now?
Nothing, as we are.
but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them.
Mm-hmm.
There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
She can make you only if you believe her to be able to.
Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you? How much will I forget? How many more pieces you'd have to find? Aren't you scared I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
I mean, fair, I guess. Damn. Frankly, it's more placebo effect. What a scam. How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
Got it. How many pieces have you have to find? What do you... And what if I don't let you do this to me? I was sent here to save the prince from the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
Not by the narrator's terms, though. You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Alright, fine. Alright, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Ah! Everything goes dark, and you die. Back to chapter 1, baby! The hero and the princess!
You're on a path in the woods.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Neat. And then, fun fact, these are all the same questions we've already asked, so we don't necessarily need to ask them again. We could just go. Sweet, I always wanted to offer monarch. I love some of these dialogues, man. They're like, again, as Kiki put it really eloquently, he heard from a friend that this is like a traumedy, where it's like a traumatic comedy or like a tragic comedy. It's just a great blend of both. That's my favorite one already. Sweet, I've always wanted to offer monarch for the revolution.
That's the spirit.
That's the spirit.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
I just love the music in chapter 1. It's so nice. I kind of want this melody to just like kind of play in my day-to-day life, man. It's so calm. I wish the world had background noise like this. Like, not to be sappy or anything, but just like, God, it's so calm.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Oh, speaking of chat, I know that I said Viva la Revolution or whatever, but go ahead and say in chat, if you want to just, I don't know, type a 1 if you want us to try and slay her, or type a 2, alright, but then someone might come to slay you with this music. You're so right, what was I thinking? Type a 1 in chat if you want me to slay the princess, type a 2 in chat if you want me to save the princess. And I have an idea of how I'll do both, I think. Dagon time. Dagon time. I don't know what that means. We're the Parisian mob off to kill Marie Antoinette. Alright, so that's Dagon time, Shiv, Dargatoim. Oh, I know what you want, Kiki. You want us to do Dragon of the Princess again. We can do that. It's a fun one, and also we get to see our main character. And God, our main character is beautiful. They're such a beautiful creature. Okay, well that's 2 votes for yes, or for Slay. Can I get one more vote? Out of the 5 people watching right now, can one of you just type a 1 or a 2? Wait, dragons are involved? I mean, kinda. You'll find out, Hyena. You'll find out. All right, that's 3 1s. We're going for that's majority. Majority rules.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed to the cabin. All right, viva la revolution. We're speedrunning this. I'm just gonna take the knife and go at her.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
You know what? Every time I ask a question, just ignore it. I want to be as little informed as possible. That's amazing. You're like, God, oh my God, chat. I am the player and you're the voices in my head. And one of you is literally like, you know what? I don't want to know. I'm the voice of the ignorant. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. That's great.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Alright, we're gonna take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I don't remember how to get the smitten voice, but I love his reaction and everything. Okay. Oh my God. Am I just gonna do my same playthrough before? No, it's fine. Okay, after this slaying abomination, princess, the next one will be smitten for you, because that way we can kind of go back and forth. Maybe. If everyone votes the other way, though, I'll have to go by majority rule. But who knows? We'll see. Smitten's really fun, though. I do like Smitten. I gotta agree with that. Also, if no one noticed, my mouse gets a little sore when I pick up the blade.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
God, just means the other ones.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
That's true.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Viva la revolution!
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Continue down the stairs.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Joke's on you, madam. I am, in fact. No. I love these dialogues. Okay, yeah, you caught me. No way, why would you even think that? I haven't decided yet. I'm too small to talk. Steel your nerves and step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
It's
I'm
very simple.
probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Joke's on you. Viva
She's
la
armed.
revolution.
If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Slay the princess. Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation.
I love that oh shit face.
You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
There we go. Did the trick.
Oh. This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder.
Here, hold this. Inserts in your chest.
Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Yes. Not really.
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
Oh yeah, no, Dago, our character looks awesome. His weird, like,
Yes.
scaled dragon hand
Even as she
thing.
lays there dying,
Weird bird
she
hand.
entirely
Just a-
believes
just
herself
a bit
to
of
be
stabbing,
alive
alright,
and
stabbing.
well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Of course it is. She's dead.
Yes, exactly. It's over.
Yeah, Dago, from the start, we have, like, weird, scaly arm hands.
With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you.
Because look, even our mouse is like the little, bird hand. Bird hand.
Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
We've done nothing terrible. You're fine.
You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something
All
would
in
be
a
very
day's
wrong with you
work.
if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience.
There's actually a whole thing. There's one funny, I think. Oh, here, I'll wait.
But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Let's leave.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
Cool.
What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
Oh, okay. I'm actually gonna save right here real well. I think this is a good spot to save. Because, okay, I'm gonna go for one little silly thing because I want the achievement, and then I'll reload the save and we'll continue on to what we're looking for. But there is a funny little, like, alternate ending thing we can get. I was kind of hoping I get a better ending for saving the world.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of eternity. Your reward. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
What happened? Immediate ad pop up? No! Oh no!
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
Psst. Hey. We're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Didn't you? Okay, yeah, no, I'm gonna go for the funny real quick chat and then I'll reload the save. Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
2-minute ad break. Oof. So this is the this is the fucking we ball ending. No, we're happy. I'm sure of it.
Really? Well, if you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess.
More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning.
Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here.
The little voices' pleas fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence.
Oh, welcome,
Though
Hunter.
words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift. You simply exist. Happy. Forever.
Yeah, we did it! We saved everyone,
You
Chad.
have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Fuck you. Oh, did I get the achievement at least? Hold on, I'm gonna tab out. Did I get the achievement? There's no going back. What the fuck? What? Oh, damn. Okay. That's really funny. So, fun fact, I guess if I had done that first, then I would have gotten the achievement for getting the good ending, quote unquote. But because I've already started down the path, I can't do that. God damn it, this game. Oh, okay, well, never mind then. Alright, maybe I'm not happy, and I'm not just saying it because you're the last person I talked to.
Good, because I have an idea to get us out of here. Though you're probably not going to like it.
Narrator reminds me of the thing that lives in my closet that keeps telling me to bury my dick in the closet.
The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
Time to commit seppuku, chat. Otherwise, we're stuck in a cabin for all
I can
eternity.
hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Anything to get that out of this hell. Let's go.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate?
Oh, shut up. I've already done all this before.
Fine. Whatever. For the first time
Whatever.
since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and
Hello.
bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab
Yeah, look at our
yourself,
cool
and
bird
you die.
hands. Cool bird hands. Bird it up. Bird it up. Splat.
The end. Nice knowing you.
Eternity in the Lincoln Loghouse. Chapter 2. The Spectre.
You're on a path in the woods. At
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it
We have
will
all
be
of
the
the
end
Eagles'
of
offensive
the
staff on our team.
world.
Now, New Orleans Eagle. Dang. Give me my blade wife. Okay. Hold on. Okay, I gotta make it. Okay, hold on a second, chat. I'm gonna make some notes here real quick. So, just gonna really quickly. So, stream demands. I'm making a list of your demands. So it sounds like we want. Number 1 was Stranger for the ending. Number 2 is going to be Princess and Dragon, so we can see Dragon. 3 is going to be Smitten. I got a request for Smitten from Abomination Creation. 4 Blade Wife. I think I know how to get Blade Wife just off of like my own idea. I have not looked it up, how to get that one specifically, but I'm sure I could figure it out. Gotta run for now. Oh, okay, bye Diego, farewell. I'm kind of thinking that, okay, so we've got Stranger, Princess and Dragon, Smitten, Blade Wife. For number 5, do we want to do the Witch? I've never done the Witch before, and the Witch seems really funny, because they're like a little dumb cat. Maybe. I'll leave that one a blank for now, and we'll figure it out as we go. Wish I had a princess in my closet instead of that thing that whispers me bring it live squirrels. It's so hard to catch the shit. I'll review maybe probably won't be inevitable. Witch sounds good. Alright, might be witch. It'll be a witch question mark, and because we'll see. I won't get to the 5th one by the end of this stream because it's already been an hour and 14. It's crazy. This game is not long, but it takes a while. It's crazy. Oh, you bastard! You're in front now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time.
Yeah, I did Adversary, and Adversary's great.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine.
It
It's
wasn't very
fine.
hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again. Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Well, let's proceed to the cabin then.
A warning.
Before you go any
Afraid
further, she'll lie, she'll cheat.
She won't be a problem. The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of
In the
dirt
closet.
permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge.
The thing is, in the closet is cool, though. It allows me to see ghosts if I'm 300 foot from a graveyard.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
Let's approach the mirror as per
Walk
usual.
up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. You reach forward and
Burn
rub
it.
your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago.
Wow, look at the new decor moving up in the world.
And now it's gone.
I do like the
Let's not
cabins
spend much
changing.
longer
It's a
worrying
really
over
fun
it.
touch.
Clearly, it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
Baguette arm. I will kill you, Hannah. No, I do like that this, compared to the other... In a fun way, though, I think this is an upgrade from the previous cabin, because the previous cabin was a Euclidean geometric nightmare. Now it's an actual cabin. Baguette arm. Oh, I'm gonna fight you. Fight you. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
God, man, I wish I was a narrator. Like, I wish I could do audiobooks and have, like, this fucking... Oh, I love his voice.
The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view.
Look, I'm just being
A
themed with...
skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, she's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats
Hey,
up to
girl.
join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
Wait a minute.
Ghost! Oh. Wow.
Wow.
How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
I love the sketch style. Like, you can see kind of the multiple lines even on her face of, like, the artist kind of going over a couple times. It's a really good touch.
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again.
It's the
I had
ghost.
some issues with how our last meeting went.
Scary. Woo. It's the ghost hunter sees.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
Hunter, I'm not reading. I could read that. I'm not reading that. Wait and see how things play out.
I see you brought that annoying knife again.
Yeah, I like the knife.
So, are you waiting for a chance to use it? Or are you here for something else?
I don't know. This already happened. We killed her. I killed you. What do you mean? I killed you. What are you doing? Not being dead. Do you know why you came back? Stop playing the victim to me last time. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I killed you last time. I shouldn't have done that. People wanted you to trick me, and the enemy had with friends team up. What you want from me? If I knew I'd wind up having to talk to you again, I would have slain you. I died too. I'm not floating around like you are. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different?
You don't look dead, killer.
The princess grabs your wrist, a sudden shock of cold flowing all the way up your arm, her eyes still fixed on yours as you try to squirm out of her grip.
And you don't feel dead either.
Mods! 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 Get them, kill them, destroy them! Thank you, mods. You're wonderful. Yippee, my first honor. I'm not reading that. Let's see if we will ban me tonight. Spoon goes out.
She lets go and pulls away. Your fingertips tingle painfully as the chill subsides.
I'm less interested in why you are, or how you are, and a lot more interested in what you are. I've tried to leave on my own. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here. I just want to go home. I'm so cold and alone here. But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride.
After all, you own me.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us? She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place.
Fine, I have a plan.
There is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it?
Now isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
Let her commit light domestic violence on me, only a spoonful. God. If I let you in, do I still get to be in control?
Sure. Why not?
Cool.
That doesn't sound very reassuring.
It could be the best way to trap her for good. Doesn't seem like it would be very easy to end the world from inside someone else's body.
True.
That is a very dangerous train of thought.
This is temporary before we need to know what happens after this place is in the world. Sounds great. Do it.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
See you soon.
She rushes forward and then She's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul.
I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
No.
I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body. You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Come on, you. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
This ghost got shit in vision. No wonder she couldn't get out. She couldn't see shit. Hyena. Ooh, ouch, bubby. Ooh, bubby, ugly. God, chat, y'all going wild tonight. I love it.
So, it doesn't work like that for you?
Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor. Are they also supposed to be you?
Now that's a very interesting comment.
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass.
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
I'm a voice? I'm me is what I am.
Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too.
Rearranged her entire skeleton.
I'm clearly the same thing you are.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
Not really, no.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him.
Him.
You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
That's just mean.
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
And again, now that I played this game, I know what she's talking about.
That's rude.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen. Obviously, she's nowhere to be seen.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
Says you, buddy boy. It almost feels more valid if we did this ending last, but at the same time, the people need to see him. The voices ignore you like how Roku ignores the insert obscene message in chat.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
You're right, it's not. Because I have a plan.
Isn't that an interesting idea? I hadn't even considered it as an option. Slaying her would slay you. Are you sure you're willing to do that? Of course we're sure. The decision has already been made. All right then. Better this than ferrying her out of here.
After all that, you're really just going to stab me again?
Listen, there's a plan.
Hear that? She's scared. No point wasting more time. Do it.
Do it.
You lift the blade, then
Hooray!
plunge it deep into your guts. Pain spreads quickly through your torso as you attempt to turn its edge up towards your heart. The princess, her spirit bound to your prison of flesh as she had once been bound to the basement's prison of stone, cries out in agony as you slice through organ and muscle.
I don't want to die in you. I thought you finally understood me, but instead you just wanted to hurt me again.
Your skin roils and bucks as she violently pushes against it from the inside.
Bits of her seep through, white and glowing with ethereal light, but still the walls of your prison hold.
If only I could drag you with me and make you understand. But that's not the way things get to go for me, is it?
It would certainly be interesting. Though being dead does sound dark. And you are about to be dead. Again.
Get away from me, you cold little freak.
Cold little freak. You feel a dull tear, like strips of meat being delicately peeled from bone. But it doesn't matter how delicate the hands, if you are the meat. You have been stripped away from yourself, or stripped away from something that used to be you, or stripped away from something that used to be important. At the very least, you have been stripped away from something. It always hurts to forget at first, but then you forget the pain.
We were so close to leaving, and now look at you. Look at me. Is this what you wanted?
The words come from both inside and outside of your head. Before you on the ground is a writhing mass of flesh and scales and feathers. Is that me? This is what I want to do. Did you mean to take me with you? Is that me?
Oh, you're here too. Maybe trying to slay me was for the best. If it means you could leave those other voices behind. The two mean ones, at least. I feel kind of bad for the nice one.
Yeah, fair enough.
But we probably shouldn't think about them too much right now. They're a mess, and I don't think we can fix them. No point in worrying over messes that can't be fixed.
Gurgling liquid bubbles up from open pockets in the disintegrating mass in front of you. It is trying to speak, but it no longer has the tissue that speech requires.
Wait, if we need to leave together to get out, this could still count. We have to try before your body stops being alive.
But what about the body? What about me? Agreed, let's go. If you leave the cabin, the world ends. Hell no. Sorry I stabbed us. I still love that every time you stab me, I'm sorry. I haven't seen strips this many times since I last went to Zaxby's. What? If I could get rid of my skins from possessing someone else, I'd probably give it a go. Agreed, let's go.
Okay. Yeah. Deep breath, princess. Let's go.
You hurtle towards the cabin stairs. The time seems to slow down the closer you get. In a moment, you're halfway there, and in 2 moments, you're halfway there again, having the distance until the upstairs feels almost within reach.
We're not gonna make it, are we? We're gonna be stuck again.
You are seated in a room that is empty. A chain digs into your wrist, binding one arm to the wall. It is quiet and you are alone. This is what you deserve. 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 This is what you deserve.
Are you still there? Am I alone again?
I'm still here. Hi.
Then at least I won't be lonely. It's nice to hear your voice. I mean, think your voice?
Different, your whole mood is different. Sorry I stabbed us. We're both gonna have the others. Are we still a ghost? What are we supposed to do? Just wait for something to happen? You're not mad at me, are you? We cool? We cool?
I don't know why you did what you did. But it's hard to be mad when you're just as stuck as I am.
True. A woman curing herself using blood angels. It's wings. How am I single? Under Jesus Christ, under one of the all-time under quotes. I should take a screenshot of that whole. I gotta. Yep. Nope. That's going in the. That's going in the screenshots. You're different. Your whole mood is different.
I'm just trying to make the best of things. You could always make the best of things too, if you want. We both have a chance to start over.
I love the music. God, the music in this game, man.
Besides, there's something about you being in here with me that feels right. I never wanted to be your enemy.
I killed you though, and I tried killing you again.
I don't know what to say. I just feel fine right now. I think things happen for a reason. And if you trying to kill both of us is what it takes for you to finally see what I see, then I'm okay with that.
Man, she's so understanding. Like, I cannot imagine any human being being like, you stabbed me twice and now you're in my brain. We cool. Send that screenshot to Edith so they can put it on the fridge and be proud of me. How are we supposed to get out of here? We're both here, then what happened to the others? Are we still ghosts? What are we supposed to do? Just wait for something to happen?
Well, that's what I've always done.
God, that would suck. Yeah. There has to be something for us to do other than wait.
I already told you I don't have any ideas. I did tell you that, right? Sorry if I didn't.
No, you're fine. You're fine. If we're both here, then one of the others. Are we still a ghost? What happened to us? What happened to everything? Now that I think about it, both times I've been here, nothing happened until after I saw a title card. We haven't seen a title card yet. I love the fourth wall breaking. This game has no qualms of being like very aware of itself. Are we still a ghost? Your gaze turns to your hands. Solid, then translucent, then solid again.
Maybe? It's like sometimes we are and sometimes we aren't. Like there's something in between ghost and not ghost.
Yeah, whatever that is. Alright, that's the last of my Coca-Cola. All I got left is water. Alright, if we're both here, then what happened to the others?
I don't know. I hope they're okay. Some of them, at least. I didn't like the one that kept bossing you around. And that quiet one kinda gave me the creeps.
Fair enough.
I liked that last one, though. He was nice. I hope he's okay.
What happened to us? What happened? What happened? I think the term ghost and not ghost is called retail worker. God, dude, I'm gonna be a ghost and not ghost tomorrow at work, for real. Wait, so are you in the princess body now? Hunter, have you not done this one? Yeah, we are in the princess's body now. We get to see events from her perspective. It's super cool.
I think you died, or the body on the floor died. Sorry. This is what happened to me last time.
Oh. Sorry I stabbed us.
That's okay. I'm sure you had your reasons. I don't think it's good to hold on to the past like that anyways. It's better if we choose to move forward together.
So true, bestie. Explore. Wait. Time passes. You are still here.
Waiting has always worked for me before, but nothing's still happening. Maybe we just have to wait some more.
Now that I think about it, both times I've been here, nothing happened until after I saw a title card. We haven't seen a title card yet.
You've gotten title cards? What did they say?
No, this is stupid. You're gonna laugh at me.
No, I won't. I promise. I want to know what it's like to be you.
The first one I got said Chapter 1, the hero and the princess, and then after we both died, I got Chapter 2, the specter.
Well, the first first one is sweet.
You promised you wouldn't laugh. No. I'm still a hero. I'm trying to save the world, you know. One person we hear another's. Hard, get your laughs out.
Look, it would have been very sweet if things didn't turn out so violent.
It's so violent. I will not type my request for being in the prison if you're for banning me. She got real nice after the whole murder ordeal. Funny how that works. Well, I guess in a way you find out later why that is Hyena. But yeah, there's a lot to this story. It's
but that
great.
doesn't mean that things can't get better from here.
It's true. Things can only go up.
I think we need a new title card, though. How about Chapter 3, The Princess and the Dragon?
The Princess and the Dragon. We're gonna see the dragon. Ooh, reversing the order. I like it. Gosh, that's the main character. I see. Very humble. The Prince and the Dragon? I thought it was maybe some sort of bird. Oh, fun fact! Oh god. Fun fact. Did you know platypuses have a spur on their heel with a deadly poison? Da. She is all, oh, your mind is fucked up. No wonder you stab people. Alright. You didn't read my funny, so give me a fun fact. I just gave you the fun fact about the platypus spur. Or did you already know that and you need another fun fact, huh? I'll let you stew on that while I read my dialogue. Because there's no music anymore. It's quiet again. The Princess and the Dragon? I thought it was maybe some sort of bird.
Well, they're similar, right?
Yeah, close enough. Fool, find the gargoyle. What gargoyle? Fun fact. Did you know that, did you know there are two different kinds of commercials? There are business-to-business commercials, B2Bs, and normal, like, business-to-commercial commercials, or business-to, customer commercials. And the reason for that is business-to-business commercials are, and this actually was a thing I saw in college, they're like a 10, 15, 30-minute long video that just discusses the product. It's a whole it's a whole thing about like how what the details of the product, the pros and cons to the product, why you should be interested in like purchasing and retailing the product. There's a whole line of business to business commercials that we as customers never get to see because they're meant to go from like Ford direct to the dealership of like, here's why you should sell our cars. It's this commercial. Watch this commercial. It's crazy. That was your fun fact. The click of a latch and creaking hinges, muffled. Something is here.
I guess you made it back here.
Yes, we did. Your gaze turns back to your hands. They flicker once. Stop! This is fun fact. Did you know, fun fact, that the developers of this game, the developers of this game made another game, but I don't know if I'm gonna play that game because, I don't know, the designs aren't quite my cup of tea. I think this is cooler, but I don't know. Hunter, how many points do you have and how many are you losing?
We're still all young. You don't really know what we're supposed to be.
I need to make fun fact like 10,000. Fun fact, I need to make fun fact 10,000 points. That's my fun fact for you, mister. Oh, a thump on the floorboards above and then another. The scraping of metal against a surface. The flickering in your body stops. You are solid. I spent 1,000 points to undo his fun fact. What does that mean?
I know that sound. That's the knife. I guess it's hard to do anything without it.
creaking hinges once again, but this time clear. But Hunter. Say Ruka. Alright. Actually, fun fact, we look like a weird bird horse thing. And because of my weirdly badly wired brain, I can tell you right now, Hunter, I find the monster form of the player character hotter than the princess. You're getting banned for sure now. Kill. Hello? Am I gonna say anything? So what do I look like?
Scary. It's hard to describe. It's hard to look at you.
Movement on the staircase. Horse!
Thump. Thump. Thump.
Yeah! Bird horse thing! And then a figure emerges, shrouded in a feathered darkness, the world trailing behind it, its shining blade gleaming against the wooden walls. It stares at you with wild, hollow eyes. What the hell am I?
You're you? You've always looked like this. You're scary sometimes, but looks only matter so much.
Looks only matter so much. I'm out of points. You're spared for now. I still have 50,000 points. Be warned, Kit Kat boy. And I sit upon 11k. Oh my god, y'all. I need to make some kind of like 10k thing just so y'all like lose your points. And I don't know what it would be though. Is 10k just like step away from the keyboard for 5 minutes, like a forced 5-minute break? And then that way in the middle of stream, I just go, Ida, sorry, someone did 10,000 points, I gotta go. And I just walk away for 5 minutes. That would be funny. But yeah, that's what we look like. Aren't we great? I love us. Quick, tell them I'm in here. Don't let them know I'm here. What do you want to do? Hello? But you say nothing.
Are you trying to say something out loud? I don't think you can do that while you're in here with me.
So, here we are again. I'm back in chains and you have your knife. So, what are we going to do?
The head of the on the figure cocks to the side. Is it inquisitive? Suspicious? Hostile? Its emotions are unreadable.
I guess we could just stare at each other?
The silence holds. $10k points is change costumes. I don't have like the models to change costumes though. How would I do that? Do I just tell you all like, I swear chat, I changed t-shirt from green to blue? Why am I being so quiet? Is it because I'm not there? I hate the silence, puts me on the edge. Am I arguing with myself in there? Has that always happened in real time?
Is that why you're always quietly staring?
Oh no. I'm always staring at the princess like a freak.
I can't hear what's going on in there anymore now that I'm back in my own body. Do you want to share your thoughts? It'd only be polite, really.
Oh, you would like to hear what we're thinking, wouldn't you?
He raises the blade above his head, dangling it by the handle in front of our eyes.
But I think we hold the power right now.
Silence as the figure continues to stare with a wild grin, but does not act. 10k points to chug a can of Coke? No! I'm not doing this, not healthy.
How dull. We've already had our discussions in private. I'd rather not keep listening to the rest of you run in circles, repeating the same arguments again and again and again. It was so much more interesting when we had someone to mediate. I'm sorry, did you just share privileged information with the enemy? Well, it isn't privileged anymore, now is it? Do we really need all this secrecy?
No, we don't.
Yes we do. Sidebar, everyone, now. Chop chop.
Silence as the mind in front of you falls back into itself. I love his disgusting smile. I do too. I feel like, I don't know why, but this creature makes me become a hunter. Like everything Hunter says about the princess, I would say about this creature. I don't know why. There is no response.
Excuse me.
Nothing.
They're not listening to me.
We can wait for them to finish, right? How rude. Right? How rude.
Exactly. And you know what? I'm not gonna let them push us around like this.
Hello?
Silence.
I'm trying to say something.
Silence again.
Hey, I said I'm talking now. Will you listen to me?
So you are, and very loudly. Do you have something to say?
Oops. I mean, yeah. I already know about all that privileged information because he's in here with me.
Oh, how very interesting.
Yeah, that changes things, doesn't it? Doesn't it?
I love that he hides his face behind the wing. Oh, this poor bean. This bean. I love the spectre. I need to see what color it is. I know if no one's got my back, Ruka got me.
Oh, it changes things, all right. We get to take out 2 birds with 1 stone.
Wait, what?
From what I remember, it's pretty easy to kill you the first time around. And this time you're back to being very... what's the word?
Fleshy?
Yes, exactly. That's precisely the word I was looking for. You're fleshy now. No more of that incorporeality. Trust me, I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't think it would be easy.
And are you doing this?
Oh, I most definitely am.
Yeah, this shot's so good. Look at my boy. Look at my boy. Does Ruka's comments make you feel seen? If no one got my back, Ruka got me. I got your back, Hunter. We're freaks. We're both weirdos. It's fine. You feel small as the monster in front of you attacks, blade raised and wings spreading.
Before anything happens, I just wanted to let you all know that we are not all on board with this. Now, we voted. It was not a majority decision. But we did have a plurality.
What does that mean?
He shouldn't count. Says who? Says me. He's not one of us. He's been here since the beginning. The old chum really deserves to say. Besides, you'll all thank us when this is finally over and we are officially on top. But enough chatter.
Oh, so you finally decided to do something, have you?
Silence for just a cold moment as cold eyes regard you. And then silence still as soft eyes hesitate. Ugh. You can feel the sharp sting of cold metal sliding deep into your chest, but you can feel something else too. For fear as your legs wobble, and then as...
Princess collapses against the wall.
Hey...
See? That was easy.
It was too easy. It felt bad.
Don't feel bad. Life is all about taking the easy wins.
You don't think the people at the top got there because they worked for it, do you?
Voice of the opportunist.
I mean, of course they did. Hard work is important. Yeah, hard work often goes unappreciated. Why bother? Yeah, screw hard work. I guarantee you that anyone who's anyone has done nothing but take shortcuts. Am I supposed to find that impressive? Of course you are. I got us here, didn't I? Yes, everyone's very impressed with your accomplishments. But in case you hadn't noticed, she isn't dead yet. So how about you finish this before you start celebrating yourself?
Plurality is like the largest single amount in an election. If nobody got over 50%, then the person with the largest amount has... That doesn't make sense. Plurality is like the largest single amount in an election. If nobody got over 50%... Oh, okay, so if like someone got 34%, someone got 45%. Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. My brain didn't comprehend for a second. I don't know, I'm not reading that.
What are you waiting for? You won, didn't you? Not that it's hard executing a helpless captive.
Oh no, I am so sorry. Oh hey, I'm back in my body. Good to be back, boys. I love that line. It's so dumb. Good to be back, boys. What would happen if we kept this train going? Because if we kill her, it just resets everything. It doesn't end the timeline. It keeps going. And so I don't know, like, you could just leave. There's so many good decisions right here. I gotta save again. I gotta. We're on the gravy train now. I'm sick of your breath before saying honor movie. That's very funny. Well, thank you. I'm glad you liked that. Oh my god. I don't know what to pick, chat. I'm kind of debating being good, but I think our next one will be much more good boy. So I guess we could keep being evil for this, or we could, I don't know. I do know that the next one will be the smitten. I know how to do that one. What do you all think? Good to be back, boys, or should we like do something else? I'm so torn. These are all so good. Boys are back in town. Alright, that's one vote for the boys are back. Kill Frodo. Alright, I saved. I can't feel too bad. I saved. I can reel it and see if I have to. It's good to be back. It's good to be back, boys.
Oh, you're different. You're back, just as I intended. I was never cut out for leadership, really. I guess we're really seeing this through then. You certainly are. Blade raised, you leap towards the princess with killing intent.
I feel so bad. I immediately want to reload the save.
That's you in there again, isn't it? I didn't think you'd want to kill me anymore. Not after everything we've been through together.
But you ignore her words, and as the blade sinks into soft tissue...
You're torn between two places.
Come back to me!
Whoa, this is freak. I haven't seen this before. You are power and you are weakness. You are hope and you are despair. You are acceptance and you are rejection. You are the canvas and you are the painter. You are the victim and you are the victimizer. You are the life and you are the death, the hero and the princess and the dragon.
Don't let us die here.
What the fuck? You slammed the door in your own face.
Don't let everything die here. You have to end this.
His words are empty, hollow echoes, the ravings of a ghost.
Please.
but he is already gone. The threads all tie themselves together into a loop that does not end.
We're back together again.
You look at your hands, tattered and stained in memories.
Maybe. Why were we fighting each other?
I don't know.
We needed something to do.
And I guess we need something to do again.
To new beginnings!
I didn't think being together would feel so... Oh, it shouldn't feel like this. It didn't before.
I don't know why I really felt that one. I felt that one right in my chest. Your peace does not last, nor can it ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Approach the mirror. Poor babies. I know about it. That would kind of hurt. That one really hurt. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. If they think it's bad, I'm with them. Ignore the cowards. You have to look.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've grown. Hooray, we're growing. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Back to the cabin. I'm cold too, but I think it's the snow and cold front. Shut up, Hein. You're at the cabin. Approach the cabin.
Flickering lights
Whoa.
and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
Oh man, I didn't see her like this before.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being as you were before? Did you change? What does it feel like to change like this? What does it feel like?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do? When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you. Seems a little early to say that. We've only 2 princesses in, but... You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Why? That's a better question.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Fair enough. And what if I don't... okay. I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am.
Yeah, Kiki, I think she's different because we stabbed her again, as opposed to leaving with her, and so it kept the cycle in perpetuity. Love bomb her. What is that? What? Love. Oh, okay, I see.
we will meet again.
Ah! Everything goes dark and you die. Chapter 1, the hero and the princess again.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is
a princess.
You're
I'm
here
to slay her.
If you
don't,
don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
What? Kiki, I'm not reading that.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
You'll find the princess within.
A warning. Before you
Before
go
you
any further,
she will lie, she will cheat,
and
she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess.
Well, yeah,
We're supposed
go.
to save princesses, not ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceeds to the cabin. All right, this time we're getting smitten. And I know how to get
The
smitten.
interior of the
I have to
cabin is
get
almost
damsel.
entirely bare.
But
The
I'm
air
gonna
is stale
guess
and
none of you
musty,
have seen
and the floor
Pristine
and
Cut.
walls are painted
So
in a
shut up,
fine
narrator.
blade is
Shut. Narrator, shut. I'm telling you right now, shut. I'm talking. I assume that you guys have not seen the Pristine Cut, so we're gonna take the damsel to the happily ever after epilogue, and y'all get to see some really good content that tugged at my heartstrings a lot. And so get ready for that. Enter the basement. Stretch! Thank you!
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood.
Go ahead and
The
close my
princess really
curtain.
lives there. Slaying her is
What was
probably
that,
doing her a favor.
Hydrate! Posture! Sweet Jesus. I'm just your little player character to bully around and tell what to do. Ugh. There we go. Okay. Back straight, hydrated, stretched. Gransky gets a high honor, doesn't feel nice. Yeah, encourage him, make out with the hero right in front of the narrator and prince. What?
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
It's been 2 hours. I'm trying
Don't
to
let
help
it
you.
fool
I
you.
appreciate how you
It's
know.
all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
I'm here to save you.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk
Now,
down the
again,
stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Now again, it's the funny of, oh gosh, hero. That was an absurd thing. Your voice as soon as a voice I have to remember forever. I know, right? He's funny like that. Now again, we just did Princess and the Dragon, so now we know what our character looks like. So she's like, "Oh, our rescuer's here," and then the fucking amalgamation of shadow and feathers and scales comes down like, "I'm here to save you." Like, what?
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
I want to see the face of my rescuer, then the most fucking wretched abomination comes around the corner.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm not gonna lie, chat. I just kind of default imagine her as like the classic, like pink dress, blonde hair, like lady. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure
You're
there's
making
many
a
different
huge
alterations, but
mistake. No, you're doing the right thing.
doing the right thing. Oh, there's a lot writing.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
No.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I'm gonna check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere there, and if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Wait a minute.
Is someone else here?
I should have saved. I'm an idiot. Oh, I'm an idiot. I think I fucked it up.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. Your shouts, and you're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. You make your way to the bottom of the
wish
stairs.
I could go back
This
a
would have
few
been
steps.
so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for her, easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's
No
a
way.
slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
I would fear my skin. Jesus.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before
I
raising
forget,
her
like,
arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Jesus.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her.
Aha.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the... It's my only option. Save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment,
Jesus.
you place the blade against the ragged,
Ugh.
self-inflicted
Like I said,
wound
gore
on the
warning.
princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
Girl, what the fuck is wrong?
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
Imagine if this is the screenshot used for a thumbnail, just chewing through her own arm. She's just a silly girl. She's a silly little bean.
She didn't. She smiles
Oh,
softly as
smile.
her gaze meets
Oh,
yours,
smile.
blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Cheater. Fucking cheater.
What are you doing?
I'm going to warn her.
Stop that.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the
princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
And resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
The fact that all this happens and you're dead silent, and she just watches you swinging and freezing and swinging. She wants to stab us because she knows that we're doing something wrong.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake.
For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
Peek the microphone. It's alright. She's trying.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
Not this version of her.
Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the
Oh,
knife,
poor Bean, look
your
at her.
legs give out beneath you.
She's
You collapse to the
cold.
floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks.
It can't just end like this, right?
Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2. The Damsel. Abomination, this is for you. Get ready
You're
for
on a
smitten.
path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu.
A terrible sense of deja vu? No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
We'll be sneaky about it.
Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works. We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
He's so true, though. So right. Alright, proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
I think we've already been over this on
Pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
I do.
I
But
do.
I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead. The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Save here too. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall.
Here's the mirror. Wipe the mirror.
You reach forward
Nothing.
and
There
rub
is
your
no
hand
mirror.
against
I
the
lied.
cabinet. I hope you know how ridiculous you
There's
look right.
never a mirror, Chad.
But there was a mirror a second ago.
And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
He's so right, though. Alright, we're gonna enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Is it though? Is it though?
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice, it's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
I love that the hero's like, yeah, maybe we should just like, I don't know, do a good deed. And the Smitten's like, we're going to be married.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
My spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
The narrator is so sick of us after not even like 10 minutes.
Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
Maybe.
That's right, villain. And you killed us.
And you killed us.
Well, she killed us.
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
So true, Bester.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world, but everything reset.
Yeah.
Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever, especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
It's fine. I didn't bring a knife to have to cut you. Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
Super chill. No problems.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
They're dainty wrists.
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
Ah, it's fine.
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
Oh my god, look at her little smile. I need to take her on a date to Dave and Buster. Could you imagine the princess at a Dave and Buster's? Fucking barbecue grease all over her face. What? Sorry, no, Kiki sound like the smitten there. Goddamn. What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
You're so right, though. But before we started talking, did the world end? Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
I don't know about that.
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
Hyena, she gnawed her arm off for David Buster's.
You listening to her? That's a confession.
Oh my god. Honestly, the world sucks. People are plague, and I hope you put a slow painful ruins of them all. Your fault, kid. Don't read that one. I have no feelings for the world ending.
At least you're being honest. I can't believe that the fate of the entire world has been left in the hands of a nihilist.
Hell yeah, man.
The princess shifts in uncomfortable confusion.
Me too. I don't care.
She wasn't confused for long. If she doesn't care, then clearly she didn't end the world. It would take a great desire for evil to do something so inconceivable, and our dearest has not an ounce of cruelty within her. All is well, and it's high time we rescued our beloved.
Abomination, this is all for you. I hope you're happy, but we are going to take it all the way. We need to take her Dave and Buster. She needs some meat and bones. I need to see this dainty little princess demolish a rack of ribs. Oh my god. This is Jesus. I think this is the best way to experience Slay the Princess, actually. This is even better than my solo run. Alright, let's rescue the princess. Or, I'm sorry what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
So true, Bester.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect.
That's because she's perfect.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Rescue the princess.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon.
Haha.
Not on my watch, villain.
Villain.
My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
You wouldn't.
I would.
I would.
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
There we go.
You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
We're doomed.
I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back, and everyone out there would be saved.
If only. Could you? No, Hunter, I can't. He really just said, "Watch me," and then yanks his entire skill.
Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on
The
our side?
power of love.
What do we do now?
All right, this is where things get funny. What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world?
The world is ending because a woman has dainty wrists.
You're so gullible.
You're so gullible.
It's the only thing you've ever doubted, the actual truth.
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I want, there must be something do you want in the world. I want you to tell me what you want.
I just want to make you happy.
I hate that.
She can't just want to make us happy. It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
But what would make you happy?
I just want to make you happy.
I hate this.
Broken? What's going on? What's going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
You have to want something more than just making me happy.
Okay, I'll find something else to want if that makes you happy.
Jesus Christ.
This isn't right. I don't know what's going on, but this isn't right. I fail to see the problem here. She's just sweet on us.
Just sweet on
Like
us.
it's a big deal.
Okay, clearly something's happening here, and I'm very scared. What if we just don't do anything? What if we just stay here? Nobody gets hurt. We just figure out a way to be happy together. I just want to leave for the rest. You want to leave? That's the yeah, there we go. I'm scared. I'm very scared. Fingers are atrocious. Those are fingers I draw. Like, if I tried drawing the princess right now, the hands I drew for her would probably be on par with that. I'm so bad at hands. She wants to go to a barbecue place and eat plate after plate of brisket. Her big ol' eyes. Also, I hate this music now. It went from nice to I want to rip my ears off. Alright, clearly I'm very scared. Maybe we just don't do anything.
Oh, is that really what you want? If you think that would make you happy, then...
Her eyes dart uncomfortably to the corners of the room.
I guess we could do that.
Oh, at least she's normal again.
Moscow's out for the No.
Normal again? Can't you tell she's sad? She's distraught. This is unacceptable. But she can't be unhappy about staying with us. Can she? No. It has to be him. It has to be this place. If we just made these walls more fitting for a princess, if we just say the right things, if we just showed her the contents of our heart, she'd be happy here. As the voice thinks its thought, your hands raise, fingers pointing towards your chest.
and then... What? No, you absolutely do not do that. Oh, but I do.
The Smitten is a freak, and y'all about to see that.
What? What is he doing? We can't see unless you tell us. Are you sure you want to know? I suppose I can't stall forever. You plunge your nails into your chest, digging deep, grasping for a handhold. And you find it, your fingers curling around your ribs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, what are you doing? Are you okay? You can't do that and be okay.
Time out. He should not be allowed to do that. He's not the decider. And yet, it's done, isn't it? It will be soon. You yank violently, your bones cracking with wet pops as you pull yourself apart inch by painful inch. Your exposed heart, framed by jagged ribs, thumps rhythmically in your raw, bloodied chest. The loosened threads of your body unfurling to cover the surface of the room.
Dude, Smitten's wild. I love having mania. Do you know how many times I have had to resist the urge to pull my own ribs open more than I can comfortably count? The Smitten is on her. Oh, God. Yeah, no, the Smitten's crazy.
Don't mind my sacrifice. It's a fair price to pay to give her everything she doesn't know she wants.
Oh, I see. You're trying to tell me something. It's beautiful.
The princess, mesmerized, reaches towards your beating heart, and then everything goes dark and we die? Yes.
Neat. Epilogue! Happily ever after.
You're on a path in the woods.
No,
Mate,
we
we're
ain't.
clearly already in the cabin.
Mate, we're clearly already... I love the mate. I wish I could rewind and just hear that one more time. Mate, we're clearly already in the cabin. Like, what are you on about?
Excuse me? You're clearly...
Good night, Hunter.
Huh, so you are. How do you know about the cabin? I didn't get to the cabin part of my opening monologue yet. We've been here before. Well, not here, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You knew about the loop-in last time. Not that he was eager to divulge that. Right on cue, here's the new guy. Welcome!
Welcome.
I can't say I'm happy to be here. This is a bad place. All stale and wrong. Can't you feel it? Okay, yes, I get it. You've been here before. That's terrible. You know that, right? Because the only reason you would have been here before is if you failed in whatever world you'd come from. Meaning you doomed an entire other reality. But I'm sure since you're so well-travelled, you know that, yes? We know that you keep telling us that, but we've never seen a world end. As far as I'm concerned, that whole conversation is just noise. And I'm stuck on a better question. Where's the other one? The other one? Yeah, a certain lovesick fool has been suspiciously quiet. One might even say, absent. Oh, you're right. It's a little quiet here, isn't it? Maybe that's one of the rules. Maybe only one bonus voice is allowed to be here at a time. Bonus voice? I'm just as important as you are. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. All I'm saying is that it's my third time here and it's your first. You're not unwelcome, but from my perspective, you're definitely bonus. I'm going to describe the room now. The interior of the cabin is vast and regal. High arched windows line the walls, their multicolored glass casting kaleidoscopic patterns across the stone floor. An iron chandelier hangs from the vaulted ceiling, its many candles lit with flickering light, vaguely illuminating the massive room. This is a house fit for royalty. Before you, there isn't a blade, is there? That's not good.
We didn't use it last time and the time before that she used to kill us. So if you want to talk about the mirror, we're gonna approach the mirror.
You cross the room, stopping just
This
in
game
front
sure
of
does
the door
love
to
to
the
use the
basement.
word
The handle is
kaleidoscope.
right there. Do feel free to give it a push as soon as you'd like.
Yeah, it does love that kaleidoscope. And then I'm gonna go ahead and finish this chapter, and then I'll end the stream because again, it's like already been
You
God,
couldn't
2
see
hours
it
and
last
40
time.
minutes.
I'm
This
sure
game
that
is like
hasn't
so
changed.
short and so long
Let's
at the same
just do
time.
our thing, and if it disappears again, it disappears again. About last time. Could he really not see it, or could he not see it? I'm not sure that actually matters. See what? What are you all on about? Nothing.
Reach forward. I was about to say I got maybe 20 minutes left in me. Okay. Maybe I'll end at
Reach
3
forward,
then,
your
just
hand
with however far we
instinctively
get.
wrapping around
And
her
then,
hand.
because I'm going to assume that whenever we next get to slay the princess, y'all will still be here for it.
Figures. And then you push the door open. Marvelous.
Marvelous.
We can proceed. It would seem that the stairs to the basement don't lead to a basement at all. Rather, they go up. They're draped in fine carpet too, one that feels pleasantly soft against your feet. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably... no, it doesn't work here at all. This place is nice. It's fancy, even. I have to say, whatever you did in your previous lives, I deeply dislike how much it's thrown me off my rhythm.
Whoops.
Well, if all of this has thrown you off your rhythm so much, then maybe we don't have to slay the princess.
Maybe we don't.
No, you absolutely do.
Oh.
Just because she lives in a nice house doesn't mean she doesn't pose a direct threat to all of reality. It's in her very nature. Am I the only one who remembers how much she changed last time? Does she even have a nature? That is precisely why she poses a threat. I don't know, she got weird for a second, yeah, but she didn't change that. We have to move on. This is a wildly dangerous line of reasoning. No, you can't just say that and not... Her voice, gentle and warm, with an undercurrent of fatigue, rolls down the stairs.
You're home. Dinner's ready.
As much as I desperately want to know what happened last time, we are not going to examine it. The more we think, the worse this gets. Why are you so on edge? This is much nicer than what we're used to. I'd like to have dinner. Dinner sounds nice. That is the problem. This isn't supposed to be nice, and she's supposed to be a prisoner. I need to stop talking. I need to stop talking. Just go upstairs, okay? And don't eat the food. This hall, like the one below, is grand and beautiful. Torches bathe the room in warm, comforting light, just enough to illuminate the tapestries along every wall, woven with scenes of chivalry and courtship and romance. The many cloth eyes are fixed on each other, gazes averted from the long table in the center of the room, the princess seated at its far end. Your pristine blade glints in the weak torchlight, hanging from a golden chain around the princess's neck.
Thought crime detected, setting narration for convenient interruption? What? Oh, yeah.
So that's where it is. And the tip is already pointed right at her heart.
Hey.
Okay, everything is falling back into place. All you have to do is cross the room, push down a little, and the entire world is saved. That's easy.
Push it down a little, like it's a little button, little lever, just...
Isn't that suspiciously easy? There has to be a twist. There has to be something waiting for us. You saw what happened to her last time. She's not what she seems.
You're here. Now we can start being happy together. Why don't you sit down? Wouldn't that be nice?
As the words leave her mouth, the torches flare and a chair swings in from behind, knocking your legs out from under you. You're forcibly seated at the head of the table.
Isn't that better? It is better. right?
What is this place?
It's our happy ending, just like you asked for. It's everything we're supposed to have ever wanted.
Love how not sincere she sounded. Now, I'm gonna play, oh no, we got 15 minutes. I'll go ahead and start it, because this is a bit of a long one, but there's a lot of good sentimentality to it, and I really like it. But then, I will slay her. Don't worry, chat. The game slayed the princess. We will slay her. You mentioned dinner.
Oh, right, dinner. I totally forgotten about it.
The flames burn bright, and a shadow dives across the table. In its wake, it leaves a feast.
Go ahead and dig in. I'm sure you're hungry.
Remember what I said. Oh, but it looks so amazing, and after everything we've been through, we could really use a break. Are you sure we need to be so concerned? I'm not sure about anything, and that's the problem. For what it's worth, I generally don't think one should trust strange food that magically appears on a table. But nothing here is exactly what I expected it to be, so make of that what you will.
Eat.
You begin to feast, and the princess follows suit, her soft smile never fading. The food is more exquisite than you ever could have imagined. You sample countless otherworldly dishes, sauces and bread and hearty stews whose tastes dance across your tongue. You tear at hunks of meat practically melting from the bone, juicy and tender and bursting with flavors you could scarcely begin to describe. Your cup fills itself again and again with a flowery nectar so sweet it tastes like glimmering jewels. This really is perfect, isn't it? It is the best meal you've ever had. But then it's over, and you're just as hungry as when you began.
Wasn't that perfect? We should do it again.
The shadow washes across the table, clearing and replating. The feast is once again laid before you. The food is
And
good.
we begin again.
Again. You tear into golden crispy flesh, dab at the slurry of aromatic sauces on your plate with thick-crusted bread, sip your goblet of sparkling gems. But you have done this already.
I can sense a theme here. Yeah, you'll sense it.
And then it's over. And you're just as hungry as when you began.
You're still hungry too, right? I know this wasn't as good as it was last time, but we just have to do it again. That's all. It'll be perfect if we just do it again.
So the shadow sweeps over the table, clearing the old and laying out the new. And so you do it again. The meat is fine, the bread is fine. You sample the side dishes and they're fine too. You finish your goblet, the liquid within no longer glimmering on your palate, instead leaving your mouth coated in a tacky film. You put it down and it fills again. You do not drink more.
For real though, I know drinks that leave a tacky film in your mouth. That shit sucks.
So we had a mediocre meal. It's not a big deal. That's the trap. It wasn't mediocre at first. It's trending down. We're just getting a little sick of it. So what? We just have to try something new. I'm sure we won't be stuck eating the same meal forever. Regardless of quality, it's over again, and you're just as hungry as when you began. Again.
No, something was wrong that time. But maybe I was just tasting it wrong. It looks just as good as it did the first time. It shouldn't taste like this.
Again, the shadow replaces your feast, and again you eat. The meat is greasy. The bread is tough, its crust hurting your jaw as you chew. The grey vegetables are barely worth the effort of picking through. You don't even touch the goblet, its sickly sweet aroma utterly unappealing. I'm so tired of eating. At least you still have the memory of how good it was the first time, right?
I'm so tired of this.
Hyena. What if I want to grease?
As the words leave her mouth, one of the torches on the wall sputters and then goes out entirely.
What just happened? Did I do something wrong?
A light went out. Maybe a coincidence, but maybe not. As if in response to the dousing of their brother, the other 3 torches blaze brighter, their flames licking at the walls. Their shadows deepen, dancing angrily across the stone.
I don't think anything wrong with me, just says what you wanted to say. Just a torch from but it was still plenty of light. What are you supposed to do now? I don't think anything wrong. You just say what you want to say. It says what you want to say.
But it was wrong. I took away a piece of our light. I'm not supposed to do that. I don't want him to be upset with me.
Who's that he? Who he? Is he the shadow? Who he?
He's the voice that whispers sweet nothings in my ear. I think he made this place for us.
It all makes sense now. It's him, isn't it? He's making all this happen. He's the one who trapped us here. Who? The lovesick one, the one from last time. He's not gone. He's just with her now. He's the shadow.
Dun dun dun. Hey, Smitten, you chatty last anything to say.
Smitten?
The torches flare and the shadow grows for a moment, but you don't receive a response. No, I saw him smile. That's him.
Who he?
Regardless, it would seem that he, if there is a he, isn't something you can talk to.
He says his words are just for me, but he wants me to ask. Isn't this enough? Isn't this what you wanted him to do? He says he's tired, and I don't think he'll answer anything else you have to say.
Well, we ate. What are we supposed to do now?
I don't know. Maybe we could play a game. Yeah, that's exactly what we should do.
Flames roar and the shadow comes dancing across the table. It leaves behind an intricate game, its pieces elegant and beautiful and enticing, its simple rules already apparent, even with little explanation.
We can probably work together to figure this out as we go. That sounds like a lot of fun, right?
Yet another waste of time. Why all the distractions? What are we being distracted from? That's the real game. I feel like I'm 2 steps behind. You're overthinking it, mate. I feel like this is just something to do. We might as well try to have some fun. You and the princess do indeed figure it out as you go. And what a game it is. The tension between turns, the triumphant highs of moves well placed, and the tragic lows of miscalculations and careless plays. The warmth of trust and the cool texture of deception. And then, the climax, as she places her final piece.
Oh, I think we got the rules wrong.
And so you start over. Time passes. You play the game. You win. Hey! Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh, you won. I guess we can play again.
Time passes. You play the game. She wins.
Oh, I won. I guess we can play again.
I guess we can.
There is a long pause, and the board does not reset.
This isn't fun anymore, is it?
It's never going to stay fun. You don't need me to tell you that it isn't. Oh. The princess visibly panics as another torch sputters.
Wait. Maybe this is just too easy. Maybe if we added more rules and pieces, it would be fun again.
Maybe.
Yeah. The game's just a little simple. We can make it fun again. The shadow descends on the board once again. More pieces are added, their shapes more intricate, their purposes less immediately clear, and the 2 of you set about discovering the complexities of the game anew. And so you do. And it is fun again. In fact, it's almost as fun as the first time you played, and the sputtering torch roars back to life. but then you get used to the additions, and the feeling starts to fade. A creeping numbness settling in over the board. More pieces are added. The feelings flare. The feelings fade. The princess suggests new rules. A glimmer of what could have been excitement flits through your mind, quickly vanishing as the game progresses. Your pieces advance in an ever-increasing slog to their destination. Winning and losing become nothing but ends, and even the end becomes nothing as you roll over into a new game, the board resetting as many times as you can finish, till finally...
I'm out of ideas. I'm actually out of ideas this time. I don't think I can play anymore.
As the words leave the princess's mouth, another torch goes out. Again, the remaining flames burn brighter, and the shadow dances faster.
I'm happy. I promise. We're both so happy here. You don't have to be upset.
This is awful. I think we all know that we're not happy. We just have to admit it to ourselves.
This isn't right. Where's the moment? The shadow. Are you actually happy? Dreams. Now what?
I don't know. But we can't do those other things anymore, can we? Maybe we can just spend time together?
Princess smiles as the two of you wait. Come on. There has to be a way out of this. This can't be the rest of our lives. This can't be forever. And wait. We live in a changing world. We know that. Something has to happen. And wait. You keep saying that, but we can't wait forever. There is no waiting forever. And wait.
I can't do this anymore.
Oh. No. Oh no. The third torch sputters out. The princess's shadow dances furiously against the far wall.
There's just one left. What's going to happen when it goes out?
Don't. Don't worry about what's going to happen. If you could do anything in the world, what would it be? What would you choose?
I think I'd like to dance under the stars.
That sounds lovely.
But there aren't any stars here. I'd have to leave.
As she says that, the shadow rushes forward and tightens its grip on her wrists.
I'm not happy here. I don't think I ever was.
The princess sobs, burying her face in her hands as the final torch blows out.
Well, this sucks. I'm sorry, I feel like this is all my fault.
She raises her head, mascara trailing down her cheeks.
Your fault. We were all just trying to make things work here. It just didn't happen that way. I don't think this is the sort of thing anybody needs to apologize for. Even if we both feel empty. Even if an important part of us is gone.
The princess's eyes dart to the floor.
Well, we can't sit here forever. That part of us is over.
The princess pushes herself from her chair, and you instinctively do the same, waiting by the top of the stairs as she quietly crosses the room.
Do you still care about me?
No, I hate that that's there. Well, it's 2 hours 59, chat. Should we go ahead and save and call it here, and we'll decide what to do to her? That's a terrible way to say it. Decide what to do next session, next stream. I'm kind of a mind to slay, because the dagger's right there. On the other hand, there is a wholesomeness to finishing this thread, narratively speaking. But I feel like the slaying of the prince is also very like tragic and fitting into this bit. I just really like the reality of this can't go on forever. You know, it's very much that naivety of like, oh, well, love is love, it'll go on forever. And it's like that immediate romance doesn't stay the same. It has to evolve, it has to change. And it just really hits me hard. I don't know why I'm a sucker for that kind of shit. Now I'm tired and sad. Good. This game makes me want to cry. Yes, we will save it here, and then next time we get a solo stream, we will decide what to do. We'll either slay the princess or take her under the stars to dance. But we will think about that for another time. For now, we've just saved, so I can safely quit. Oh, game. Are we quitting or are we going to the main menu? Game. This game kind of likes to put... Okay, we went full on end. Well, there we go. Thank you all for a really fun 3-hour stream. And cold. Oh no, everyone's sad and cold. Good, I made everyone's hearts melt, or at least I don't know, feel like shit. This has been a good stream. I think Slay the Princess makes a really great stream. Okay, so now you kind of get the, like, I guess, words. Yeah, we did the Stranger first, and so I have the little stream demands here. We're on Smitten, and next will be Hunter's demand for Blade Wife, and then next will be Witch. We'll see if we do in that order. We'll probably adapt as we go. Shiver me timbers will feel like 2 degrees tomorrow. Oh, and goodbye. Good night. Take care, Hyena. Take care, stream. I'm going to call it here as well, so all of you have a wonderful night. And don't forget, Saturday we're going to be doing a Star Wars stream. Saturday we'll be doing a 5:30 p.m. or like late evening Star Wars stream with Ida to make up for missing this stream. So just a heads up for everyone. Beyond that, have yourselves a good night, and we'll see you all Saturday for some more Star Wars, and then hopefully at some point we'll try and continue Slay the Princess. But for now, bye!